Living Above Self welcomes you to episode 2 of Nuggets of Wisdom. This week we feature the miracle of this Chinese bamboo. A struggling Chinese farmer wanted to provide for his family for the future. He started with a seed and a vision to see his bamboo towering over 90 feet. He did as Stephen Covey said, begin with the end in mind. He was willing to wait to see his dreams come true. It started with the farmer planting his bamboo seeds. Day after day he watered the spots. Months passed and he saw nothing to show for his effort. He had to feed his family, so he planted other crops while he continued to carry buckets of water to nurture his dreams for the future. A year passed and there was nothing to show for his hard work but what appeared to be barren ground. His hopes and dreams seemed so far away. Another year went by and he wondered if the seeds have all rotted. There was still nothing to show for all that hard work. His neighbors started to mock his dreams. They laughed at him. They saw him as a farmer who was not so right. He started to question himself. Was he wasting time on a dream that will never come true? 3 years passed and still nothing. He heard of the miracles of the Chinese bamboo. He wondered whether he would reap any rewards for years of hauling buckets of water for his dream. The struggling farmer stood over the spots that he has been watering and he cried, but the wind seemed to whisper hope to him. 4 years went by and the barren ground seemed to taunt him. Even his neighbors gave up laughing at him. They figured he was insane. The farmer himself wasn't sure. The habit of pouring water on the barren ground has compounded, so he persisted in watering the spots. 5 years passed and the farmer was tired of chasing his dreams, tired of planting different crops to feed his family. He wondered if his approach was wrong. All he wanted was a better life for his family, to give them a better future. The farmer decided that it was futile to give up at this point. After 5 years, there must be life beneath the ground, so he poured more water on the spots. One morning, the entire village was alerted by the sound of the farmer calling his family's attention to the bamboo sprouts coming out of the ground. The entire village came to look at the spots as the bamboo plants began to grow. In 6 weeks, the bamboo plants had grown 90 feet. After 5 years of nothing, the farmer's dreams came true. 90 feet of bamboo grew within 6 weeks. It was truly a miracle. The harvesting of the bamboos will now provide all he wanted for his family. New bamboos came forth from the deep roots of bamboos that were formed deep in the ground over the past 5 years. These bamboos will provide for the generations to come. The farmer had created generational wealth. The villagers all started to haul their own buckets of water to water their own dreams. It's about having faith when there seems to be no reason to have faith. It's about working on your dreams, being patient and intentional, staying focused when nobody believes in your dream. What is your dream? How hard are you willing to work on your dream? Are you willing to water your dream? It's the good Lord who gives the harvest. Let's all work on our dreams this week. You can change the future a day at a time. It all adds up. Thank you for listening to Living Above Self. Please follow Living Above Self on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Deezer, Buzzsprout, and YouTube. Thanks again for your support.